Welcome back to another episode of Plant-Based DFW. I'm Maya, and this is episode number 56. In a previous episode, I mentioned that we were named one of 10 plant-based podcasts to follow for 2020, and we're really happy to know that people are actually listening to our content, and we hope that the resources that we're providing are useful in your journey. There are a couple of changes that I made to the numbering of the podcast. Rather than going by seasons, I decided to just go by numbers. So right now we are from episode number 1 through 56 and counting. I also wanted to mention that I do have other podcasts that are coming up, but right now I wanted to sort of just provide some information for things that are coming up next week. First, let's start off by reviewing Plant Stock. How many of you watched the virtual version of Plant Stock 2020? It was an incredible event. I felt as though I had been there. The entire episode was broadcasted live with the exception of Dr. Michael Greger. The event began Friday night as Rip Esselstyn rode his bicycle into the family farm and was greeted by his mom, Ann Esselstyn. Then we see him in the living room basically welcoming us, and it was live. So that was so much fun. He just sort of went over what to expect for the weekend and what this means for him as well, and then gave his own message. During Plant Stock, we actually get a tour of the property, and we learned that the farm has been in the family for about 345 years. When Rip is there, he enjoys swimming in their 4.5-acre pond. Friday night and Saturday night, we see the family sort of just gathering together in the evening near a fire pit and talking about what this means to them as well. So we get some aerial footage from, I would say, drone footage of what that looks like as the sun is setting. That was wonderful. We see Ann and Jane Esselstyn cooking throughout the weekend in their kitchen as well. And it's always entertaining to see both of them together. I enjoyed all the talks from Dr. Michael Clapper to Dr. Doug Lyle. We see Chris Wark of Chris Beat Cancer, and one of my favorite talks was by Adam Sudd, who shares his testimony of going from drug and food addiction to recovering with the help of whole plant-based foods. Today, he's involved in what I consider to be groundbreaking research related to recovery and nutrition. If you didn't catch our interview with him, you can always look for our podcast number 55 with Adam Sudd, and I will also link it in the show notes. Plant Stock ended Sunday afternoon as the Esselstyn family came out of their home and gave each other a group hug. Rip gets back on his bicycle, rides away out of the farm, and waves goodbye to us. It was an incredible event, you guys. I really enjoyed it, and I wish that they could do this more than once a year. Plant Strong's Rescue 10X program begins August 25th. This is a 10-week group support program that focuses on daily habits and real-life application. I will add a link to the podcast notes as well so you can learn about it. It is a paid program at $247. Another program that I'm very excited about will be offered by the Physicians Committee for Responsible Medicine, and it is titled Fight COVID-19 with Food. This is an 8-week program that begins Tuesday, August 25th and runs through Tuesday, October 13th. So it'll be from 4 to 5 p.m. Eastern Time, which is 1 to 2 p.m. Pacific Time, and it's always on Tuesday. This is a free 8-week nutrition class series on how a healthy plant-based diet can help improve diabetes, blood pressure, and weight, all of which are linked to severe COVID-19 outcomes. The class will be taught by Physician Committee's acclaimed clinical researcher, Dr. Neil Barnard, and innovative internal medicine physician, Vanita Rahman, MD. Jennifer Paul, MPH, will coach you on your journey to optimal health. I'm also excited to announce that Dr. Rizwan Bukhari will be a guest speaker for this series. Who else will be part of this program? Well, we have Dr. Columbus Batiste, the Heart Healthy Doc, Borough President Eric Adams, Dr. Yami Kasorla Lancaster, author of Intuitive Eating, actress and filmmaker Yasmin Leiva, Ruby Lathon, who has been featured in What the Health, Doris Stone of Doris Table, who offers delicious plant-based Mexican food, Chef Allende of I Eat Grass, and Anu Barman of SoManyCooks.com. This online series will take place through a Zoom webinar, allowing you to ask questions, answer polls, and engage with the presenters and the attendees on your computer or smartphone. The live event will be recorded in case you cannot attend. So what can you expect from this 8-week online series? Well, how about identifying foods that help with blood pressure, diabetes, and weight, understanding labels, meal planning and shopping, restaurant carry-out and fast food, additives in foods, supporting food choices as a household, and eating healthfully over a long run. Please take advantage of this series and help us share this information on social media like Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and by email. And if you have a newsletter, please invite your followers. Please share this website with anyone who has diabetes, hypertension, and or suffers with weight issues. We want to get this information to the people who need this help. The website is pcrm.org/nutrition class. Finally, the Food as Medicine Summit is coming up, and I will be featuring on our podcast previous guests who are also part of the summit. So we are very excited about that. Stay tuned. You've been listening to the Plant-Based DFW podcast show. If you like our content, please like, share, and leave a review. Our goal is to provide quality episodes to help support the community.